Hey, what's up guys, Second Crib here back again with another Modern Minecraft tutorial. Oh yes, so today's topic, the Blood Altar from Blood Magic. Now this is the most important block in all of Blood Magic. You cannot progress in Blood Magic without this block. So basically the Blood Altar is where you'll be doing all of your crafting for Blood Magic ever. So like you'll craft your runes there. You'll craft your runes there. You'll craft your orb. Your blood orb there. You'll craft your teleposition focus there. Basically, if you do not have a blood altar, you cannot start with blood magic. So basically, the blood altar can accept one item at a time, or it can accept up to a stack if you pipe in a stack, because. Oh, he's glitching through the cursed earth. Okay. Anyway, so if you pipe in items, if you pipe items into the blood altar, it'll accept a stack of items, and if you so basically the way the blood altar works is if it accepts more than one item, it'll try to gather all the blood required for like all the items that are currently in the blood altar at one time. So it is very important to make sure only one item is in the blood altar at a time, so that way you can stop and get more blood if you have to, rather than having it constantly drain your blood all the time. So the recipe for the blood altar. Let's go to that next. So, in order to make it, no, this is not for Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved or any other mod pack that has Mind Tweaker where the recipes have changed. This is for vanilla blood magic. So, the recipe for the blood altar, you're going to need 4 stone, a furnace, 2 gold ingots, and a diamond. No, this is also the 1.7.10 version of blood magic. 1.8 and above require demonic will instead of a diamond. This blood altar tutorials for the 1.7.10 version, not the 1.8 through 1.10 version. So the blood altar has 2 tanks. The blood altar has, well, I guess the blood altar has like 3 tanks. There's an input tank, there's an output tank, and there is a main tank where there's an input tank, there's an output tank, and there's a main tank where the blood is stored for crafting. So let's get a sigil of sight. Let's get a sigil of sight so that way I can show you this. See, the current essence is the main tank. The current essence is the main tank. Okay, let's open up chat again. So the current essence is the main tank. The input tank is when you pump blood in. And the output tank is the blood that you're getting out of the blood altar if you're using piping. So the blood altar can accept a bunch of upgrades. So there are many different runes that you can craft for the blood altar, which and the runes are required for upgrading your altar to different tiers. I built mine up to tier 6 because I can't use the Eldritch Blood Orb without having a tier 6 altar. So, in order to upgrade your blood altar to tier 2, you're going to need 8 runes of any kind. I used augmented capacity because I mean that's what I wanted. You can use blank runes, you can use botanical runes, you can use thaumic runes. Note the botanical and thaumic runes are added by arcane arteries. So, yeah, you can use any rune, but any runes with effects. Only the 4 on the cardinal directions will be active on the tier 2 altar. Tier 3's blood altar. The tier 3 blood altar, you need 20 runes of any kind, plus two blocks. So it looks like this. So this block here isn't necessary, but these 2 are, and then glowstone on top, glowstone capping those. So in a tier 3 altar, all special runes anywhere in the altar take effect. The tier 4 blood altar requires 28 new runes, and they can be any kind. It requires a 4 block tall. It requires 4 blocks of any kind plus a large bloodstone brick capping that. And there's like 2 blocks of a gap between the blood runes and the block pillars. The Tier 5 Blood Altar, get these arrows out of my inventory. So the Tier 5 Blood Altar needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13. Needs 52. It needs 52 new runes and 4 beacons. 4 beacons, 1 level above the blood runes. Note that the beacons can be activated. I just didn't activate them because reasons. And then Tier 6, you're gonna need 78 new runes, along with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tall 7 block tall pillar with caps of Crystal Cluster. Crystal Cluster is made with 4 soul shards from Blood Magic and 5 life shards from Blood Magic. Note, once again, this is not the FTB Infinity Evolved expert recipe. The Infinity Evolved expert recipe requires Gaia Spirit Ingots and Null Catalyst and a whole bunch of crap. And the large Bloodstone Brick. Once again, this is not the Infinity Evolved expert recipes. Check NEI for those. So, to make large Bloodstone Brick, it's 1 stone and 1 weak blood shard. Of course, oops. Sorry. Of course, yep, that's pretty much it. Alrighty, guys. I think, actually, yeah, maybe I should go over let's go over the runes really quickly, the ones I have in the Blood Altar anyway. So, Runes of Augmented Capacity increase the capacity of the Blood Altar by, let's see, how many? I had 14. So the default capacity is 10,000 life points, which is 10 buckets of life essence. So each rune of augmented capacity increases the Blood Altar's capacity by 2,000 life points. So I have 14, which increased it by 28,000 life points. Speed runes make the Blood Altar progress much faster. I have 14 here, and it goes very, very fast. Runes of Sacrifice. These increase the amount of life essence that you get from sacrifices, aka like Well of Suffering or the Dagger of Sacrifice. The Rune of the Orb increases how much blood you can store in your soul network. I'll go over the soul network in a different tutorial. Then there are a whole bunch of different runes that I didn't even get to. If I can like, okay, here we go. So, Rune of Dislocation allows you to pump life essence in and out of the Blood Altar at a much faster rate. Rune of Superior Capacity is better than the Rune of Augmented Capacity, except and it like it starts to break even around it breaks even around 14 runes of augmented capacity. Then the runes of superior capacity are better. Runes of Acceleration increases the rate at which the Blood Altar drains into tanks. Speed runes I've said already. Efficiency runes. Okay, so the efficiency rune has no recipe, and according to online sources, it decreases the amount of blood that's used per infusion. And then the Rune of Self-Sacrifice does exactly the same thing that the Rune of Sacrifice does, except on yourself. So, like using the Dagger of Sacrifice on yourself, or a different equal to the Dagger of Sacrifice. For example, the modded Dagger of Sacrifice, like from Arcane Arteries, or the Ritual of the Feather Knife. Anyway, I think that's about it for this Modern Minecraft tutorial on the Blood Altar. I hope you guys enjoyed learning about Blood Magic's core component. If you did, please consider leaving a like or subscribing to my channel, as it helps me out so very much. Also, if you want to see more tutorials in the future, let me know what you want to see. Post it in the comments, tweet it at me, or message it to me on Google+. Mention me on Twitter or on Google+, or I might not see it. So, that'll be it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Later!